Now, I think it's pretty safe to say that when we examine the new Star Wars universe, a lot of projects really are going to cater to a lot of the hardcore fans that really know and love Star Wars down to the very core of it all. By, of course, Disney and Lucasfilm, and based on what they're really doing with George, John, and Dave, things are really starting to look very promising for Star Wars. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, one thing about Disney Star Wars is that we do know that they really are trying their absolute best to really bring it to the same exact level as the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Now, keep in mind that it's been quite a long time since The Rise of Skywalker released back in December of last year of 2019. You know, we are approaching the 1-year mark of when, of course, the Skywalker saga ended. We're getting closer to, of course, the new Star Wars movies and the new Star Wars TV shows to arrive. That's really going to give us a brand new era of Star Wars, both in-universe and out-universe speaking. So, when we look at Bob Iger and chaypek, they only want the best for the Star Wars fans and the best for Disney as a company as well as Lucasfilm. It's one of the main reasons as to why they are hiring so many new creatives to come on board over at Lucasfilm to handle Star Wars differently and promoting others like Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau. That's also really great news because they are also working very closely with George Lucas. Now, the thing about this new expanded universe is that they're still in the transitionary phase, and essentially what that means is that they are actively taking out the original plans and putting new plans in to this new roadmap for Star Wars. Now, with that being said, of course, what's really intriguing is that both Bob Iger and Bob Chapek are currently making drastic changes to the new Star Wars universe for the fans to enjoy around the world in order to create a better and brighter future for the Star Wars franchise, in order for the Star Wars fandom to enjoy everything throughout this entire decade. Now, it's described that behind the scenes, both Bob Iger and chaypek are working closely with Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni, and George Lucas in order to deliver authentic Star Wars stories. However, it's explained that just recently Disney CEO Bob Chapek just canceled another major Star Wars project that was initiated by Kathleen Kennedy that was going to involve actress Brie Larson. Now, Brie Larson originally was set to be involved with 3 Star Wars projects, surprisingly, where she was going to eventually play 2 different characters in the new Star Wars universe. She was going to be involved with a major High Republic Star Wars film by Kathleen Kennedy, where it's described that recently chaypek canceled this major High Republic Star Wars movie that was going to be considered a spin-off film to one of the planned trilogies that would involve actress Brie Larson as a lead character that would be considered to be one of the new villains in this new Star Wars universe. It's said that originally, of course, one of the major plans by Kennedy was actually to have Brie play a light side character while also playing a villain in another Star Wars project, where chaypek recently canceled this project starring Brie Larson and is only allowing her by contract to appear in a new Star Wars TV series for Disney Plus, and that's it, in order to see how the show does. If the show does indeed fail, chaypek plans to fire Brie Larson indefinitely. Now, here's the thing about everything related to chaypek, is that he seems like a dedicated man. He seems like a very ambitious individual who really wants to create a name for himself. He really wants to create his own legacy, and, I do respect that as a person, who really is trying to fix Star Wars and who's really trying to take Star Wars in a better direction. I do respect that. The fact that he's very ambitious about Star Wars and everything. Not just business-wise, but creatively speaking here. So, Brie Larson, to think that she was originally going to have 3 Star Wars projects is insanity. I don't know about you guys, but that's just how I see things. It's kind of like how Kathleen Kennedy really rushed Rian Johnson to getting his own new trilogy before even knowing if The Last Jedi would even be a success at the box office at that. It's really taking me back to that scenario here where Kathleen Kennedy really jumps the gun and really heads into things way too fast. And that's just her style. That's just how she works. That's just her makeup, if you will, of how she handles everything on the business end of Star Wars. She wanted Brie to appear as a main lead role in a new Star Wars movie before even knowing if Brie Larson's new Star Wars TV series would even take off or would even be successful with Leslie Headland. And of course, when we look at the Star Wars fandom, and you look at it in depth, a lot of fans don't want the Leslie Headland Star Wars TV show because of reasons, and those reasons we have gone over multiple times. They are focusing on identity politics, personal agendas, real-world issues, and activism, all of that above story and character development, which is just a recipe for disaster. That's basically Batwoman in a sense, and how that actually led to a lot of problems with that TV show, such as Ruby Rose getting out of the show and how they're trying to get somebody else in. It really is a big deal and a big problem. So, like I've said before in the past, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know about all of this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.